I got a package from Alaska. James at Warrior Works. And a package from Ronald Norwood. It's freezing! What is up, guys? Stephen Jeffrey of SJ Relics. I hope you guys are all doing well today. Today, I want to share with you two packages I got. One is a birthday gift from Brother James at Warrior Works. He sent me something that's really going to knock your socks off. It did mine. And it is a knife, but, just check it out. Well, what kind of knife it is. It's very, very cool and very thoughtful. And I also got a package from Brother Ronald Norwood. Again, another faithful brother in the knife community. I want to share that package with you, but I also want to do a little spotlight on Ronald. There's so many of you guys and gals out there that have a part, and very active part in this community. You make this community tick. And Ronald is a guy that I've been able to count on, and he has been a mentor of mine in learning about knives. If I ever have a question about a knife, this is one of the guys that I call and ask, and I'm so appreciative of the friendship that I have with him. He has been a solid to me since the very beginning, and I just want to share a little spotlight on him. I think I'm going to start doing this every now and again. When the opportunity arises, that I can share and spotlight someone, fellow collectors, someone who's passionate about knives and the history of knives. And not only that, the making of knives. Both of these men on this show today have that in common. They share, they make knives, they refurbish knives, and they're both craftsmen and artisans in their own right. So without further ado, let's get into this. I know what you're saying, Stephen. Why do you have that piece of fur there? That is covering up what James sent me. And James came to me first as a ordering some leather, as more of a client, I guess you could say. And in that process, in our many phone conversations, he became a friend, and he is well respected in the knife community. Such a talented man. Everything from making knives to repairing knives to being a leather worker in his own right, and a native craftsman. Just beautiful work, from earrings to all kinds of other jewelry and knife handles, gun handles, and just everything. Just wow. Total level of excellence. James Holscher. If you haven't checked out his channel, check him out. You will be glad you did. But without further ado, here it is. He sent me this in the mail and said, "Happy birthday, Stephen." James, I'm going to make you turn red a little bit. Happy birthday, Mr. Stephen Jeffrey. There we go. Anybody doesn't know, that was Marilyn Monroe singing to John F. Kennedy. Anyway, here is this awesome knife. Let me adjust the camera to get this whole thing in frame. So that knife came straight to my house. He ordered it. And from what I understand, he told me on the phone that he was doing a late night search for stag. Of course, you know these guys with their stag. Little Nate Calhoun, James Holscher. These guys are stag fiends, but this is not the sheath for this, though. This is a very nice sheath, and it will probably remain with this knife unless I see to make another sheath that says Japan. Nice leather on it, and I'm gonna saddle soap it up and just clean it up, and it's again nicely made, and definitely fits the era of this knife. And you say, Stephen, other than the stag, what is special about this knife? Well, I'm going to show you what is special about this knife. First of all, it says Soligen and 49. Somebody did sharpen it a little. They got a little proud on right down here, but no big deal. Beautiful stag on that. I love the 4 pins. I just think that's really, really awesome. It's tight. There's that pommel there. Here's that other side. Look at the stag on that. Just very rich looking stag. I like the toasting. Now here we go. Y'all ready for it? Y'all ready? Y'all just can't handle this, but here it goes. I couldn't handle it either. Here it goes. Check that out. Look at the engraving. That's not etching. That is engraving, y'all. Absolutely stunning. And this is by MCO Implement Company and in Germany. And if you've heard about this company, you would know them for their switchblades. They make a lot of switchblade knives, or they made a lot of switchblade knives rather. And I didn't know they made fixed blades. But look at this thing. Solid, nice handful, but not overly big. Really nice size knife. But that is it. I mean, look at that. That just blew me away. And James, the thoughtfulness and the thought that James put behind this, just really, really means a lot. And I love it. And it will just forever, ever be a part of my collection. And I'm just tickled to death to get it. If you're wanting to know for size reference, this is a almost 8.5 inch knife. So it is a decent sized fixed blade. Just very, very solidly made, very nice made knife. And, I'd probably date this to the 50s or the 60s. I might guess, though I'm not sure. Some of you may know. I haven't looked that part of it up yet, but again, MCO, and they are known for making some really fine fixed blades. I mean, some really fine switch blades, but here is one of their fixed blades. And I bet you some of you guys will go on the hunt now looking for them. Just beautiful stag on that. How's that for a stagger day? James, thank you so much. If I would have saw this, I would have pulled the trigger myself. Just absolute beautiful knife and work of art, and definitely fitting of my collection and all of my Americana and Native American chiefs. I just absolutely love it, and I thank you for it. It will be an honored and treasured piece of my knife collection. If you haven't checked out Warrior Works, James has been a man. He has been a one-man whirlwind as far as his channel. Awesome videos. Check out his Whetstone series, which he features him in the shop and whatever he's working on, which he always has a project. Even when the man had surgery, you can't keep him down. He's out there rehandling knives, buffing them out, fixing the edges of some gnarly blades that have been messed up, when he brings them back to life and definitely breathes life and dignity back into everything he does. And he does it all with a spirit of excellence. Just an awesome man, awesome friend, and just somebody you're really going to connect with. So check him out, James at Warrior Works. Package from Ronald Norwood. Package from Ronald Norwood. And here's this awesome package from my brother in the knife community, brother Ronald Norwood. His letter says, Stephen enclosed is a replica of an 1880s fur trader's skinner I made from heating and hammering into shape from an old Simmons file with hand-carved cedar handles. And that cedar come from off his property. And it says, torched and hardened with poly. I also used your birthday nickel for the butt plate. It shows the simplicity but efficiency of knives made from a different time and era. And this knife does. Let me go ahead and without further ado show you this beautiful work of art. I absolutely love it. Just reminds me of some of the Dexters. There's that upturned skinning knife. Just very ergonomic. They call this a beef knife, I believe, something like that, or it's a butcher's knife, but I think Dexter's refers to as like a beef butcher knife or something like that. Of course, you can see the file, marks from what it once was. I love all the peening and hand hammering after he heated it. Just really cool shape on this blade. Awesome texture. It is sharp, by the way. He did get a little cracking on the tip, just from probably in the cooling process. And but it's just a beautiful work of art to me. I'm going to display this in my knife room. On the end, I thought this was a really cool added touch. He did a 1975 nickel, and of course all these birthday gifts coming recently, and I just appreciate the thoughtfulness that went into crafting this beautiful work of art. These knives are, as far as his style, he likens his style to the New England trade knives of the 1850s through the 1940s. In the 1850s, the New England cutlery trade was transitioning from primitive imported frontier smithing to mechanized factory-based manufacturing, centered largely in the Naugatuck Valley. And of course, there was companies like Dexter and Green River making these knives, and they were being sold to the fur trade guys, the kind of the mountain men and the Indians of the time. So I think this is a fitting tribute to Dexter Russell knives and Green River knives, those early primitive knife making companies, frontier knives that were used to settle this country and expand westward. And just a beautiful, fitting tribute to that knife making style and the spirit in which those knives enveloped during that time period. I love it. I love the details, and I love the heart and soul that went into this. Awesome work of art. This will be displayed in my knife room, and I will just enjoy it. And that said, he gave me a few. It's been more than a year ago. He sent me this knife, and this one's in my. You can see Actually, I cut the package open with it. He sent me this knife, and it is a German. It's a Soligen knife. It's got a bowl. I was going to say German bowl. It's got a bowl, and it's from Soligen, but it's not a German bowl brand knife. Very sharp. He gave this knife its dignity back, and I love the stag on that. And I have this as soon as you walk in my music room. It sits there on my shelf, and just a cool piece. 5417, nice fuller, just a beautiful piece. Another piece from him, but he likes to replicate these old blades, and I'm going to show some pictures of his actual collection of original pieces that inspire his work, and then I'm going to follow that here with some actual pictures of his work. And in that, he noticed from a previous video that I collect these Rough Riders Tortoise series. And this is some of the early Tortoise series knives. This is a canoe. And I do not have a canoe. I've got a Burlow, and I've got a Texas toothpick and a Stockman. But now I have the canoe in that series. And just a beautiful piece. This one's in great shape. Look how tight those back springs are. I love that tortoise, that faux tortoise look. And this is a Rough Rider RIDER, so it's old school. It's got the anvil with the tested sharp etch on there, eyelash nail neck, 440 razor steel, 440 razor sharp steel, sorry. Just a beautiful example of this knife. I love that little eyelash nail neck, or match strike nail neck. It reminds me of an eyelash. Here's the pen blade, and he just hit the nail on the head with both of these. There again, there's that tang stamp, Rough Rider, RIDER, which tells you it's one of the older ones. Nice snap, nice clean centering on those blades. And this will be, again, put in a place of honor in my collection. This is to me, this is the preeminent, like, main deal Rough Rider shield. This is my absolute favorite. This is probably why I bought these knives in the first place, was because of that upside down horseshoe. Truth be told, as I was going through Smoky Mountain Knife Works, but man, this is a beautiful work of art, handmade with love and care by Ronald Norwood. And I also wanted to mention, he sent me these cleaning pads for knife cleanups and polishing. Really, really handy. Everything from a coarse grit to a super fine grit, and also these cleaning pads here. And these will get used and put to work. Thank you so much. So for 50 years, he has been collecting knives, selling, trading, and with the ebb and flow, his overall collection has grown and shrank. And in 2017, he was down to about 60 knives. And the bug hit again, and he is just, you will see pictures of his collection here. And, he says now he's more into collecting tang stamps, not necessarily, going after certain brands or patterns of knives, but just, kind of narrowing it down to some unique tang stamps. But anyway, here's pictures of his awesome collection. And again, Ronald, brother, thank you so much for the gift. And thank you for being a faithful and awesome brother in the knife community. Here's to you, and guys, check out this collection.
When a time is coming, you can hear that howling wind. When a time is coming, I can hear that howling wind. You better get ready, dogging summer's done gone in. Oh, Jack Frost is now ready, put that thing on you. Oh, Jack Frost is now ready to put that thing on you. If you don't stop him, bad luck be your howdy do. Cold waves make me shiver, cold waves gets my gold. Cold waves make me shiver, cold waves gets my gold. I feel so disgusted, ain't got no overcoat. Shoes ain't got no bottom, feet patting on the ground. Shoes ain't got no bottom, feet patting on the ground.
I hope you guys have a good weekend. Get out there, do something, and wherever you go, whatever you do, carry a good knife. This is Stephen Jeffrey of SJ Relics saying thank you, and God bless.